There we go. Let's see. Alright. Oh, hey, what's up, guys? I mean, Scarecrow, whatever you call me. And today we're playing Skyrim. I tried to make a Destiny 2 video, live stream part 2. Kinda, it made me rage quit, so like, I just went to this, so let's do this. We're gonna be, trying to get the Nightingale armor. Thieves Guild, mission, team, whatever. And we did a couple missions, weren't that bad, so in here. Nice. Alright, just find that guy. I can't pronounce it. There he is.
Word on the street is that poor... Exactly. Now you're beginning to see how our little system works. Maven sent word that you discovered something else while you were out there. Something important to the guild? Then this is beyond coincidence. First Arangoth, and now Sabjorn. Someone's trying to take us down by driving a wedge between Maven and the guild.
Oh yeah, I'm playing with mods, so...
Mercer thinks he knows a way to identify this new thorn in our side. He wants to meet with you right away.
So,
And if I were you, I'd hurry. I've never seen him this angry before.
I don't know why.
Ah, there you are. I've consulted my contacts regarding the information you recovered from Golden Glow Estate, but no one can identify that symbol.
So funny.
It would seem our adversary is attempting to take us apart indirectly by angering Maven Blackbriar. Very clever. They're well funded, and they've been able to avoid identification for years. I'm impressed it reached this point. Just don't mistake my admiration for complacency. Our nemesis is going to pay dearly.
I like that.
Because even after all their posturing and planning, they've made a mistake. The parchment you recovered mentions a Godjal lie. According to my sources, that's an old alias used by one of our contacts. His real name is Galamai.
Alright, hold on. Hold on there, guys. Let me turn this off so I still see it better.
Galamai is our inside man at the East Empire Company in Solitude. I'm betting he acted as a go-between for the sale of Golden Glow Estate and that he can finger our buyer. Get out there, shake him down, see what you come up with. Talk to Brynjolf before you leave if you have any questions.
I can't believe Gullumai's mixed up in all this. That Argonian couldn't find his tail. Don't get me wrong, he could scout trouble. He's one of the most stubborn lizards I'd ever met. You have your work cut out for you. You're going to have to buy him off. It's the only way to get his attention. If that fails, follow him and see what he's up to. If I know Gullumai, he's in way over his head, and you'll be able to use it as leverage. Good luck in Solitude. Keep Gullumai alive, but remind him who we...
Gems, potions, exotic ingredients, I have them all.
Hall of the Dead. That's quite a name there.
Come to laugh at the grave tender?
Told me to go in here, but I have to go out. Go ahead. Ah.
I can't believe Gollum Eye's mixed up in trouble. He's one of the most You're going to have to buy him off. It's the only way to get his attention. If that fails, follow him and see what he's up to. If I know Gollum Eye, he's in way over his head, and you'll be able to use it as leverage. I'm glad to see you're embracing our methods. It would be a waste to lose a contact at the East Empire Company before we had the entire story. Just keep on Gollum Eye's tail, and he's bound to step into something he can't scrape off his boot.
Not like when you're like going through the roll thing. I don't know.
Good luck in solitude. Keep Gollum Eye alive.
Sure thing, buddy. Let's go. Shot a pet. Oh my god, companion. I don't know how to get those. You guys got suggestions on how to get those? Cause I'm kind of like a noob. Like I've never played this game. I played the online, Angel Schools Online. But that's about it. I haven't made a video on it, so. Alright. What's that? Oh, I thought she was holding something. Wait, is that my horse? I swear I bought a horse.
Need a ride?
My horse. I swear I bought a horse. And then it died, and I bought it on winter run, so probably I can get there. Yeah, where am I going? Let's see. Ah. Solitude. Oh.
They can't hurt Uncle Rogmere. Tell them he didn't do it.
Shut up, little kid. Oh, I heard you can get a wife. You guys can believe that? Oh my god. What the heck?
So, what do we have here? Let me guess. By your scent, I'd say you were from the guild. But that can't be true, because I told Mercer I wouldn't deal with them anymore.
I'm Godzilla's son, Jesus.
I don't deal in land or property. Now, if you're looking for goods, you've come to the right person. Oh, wait. Did you say Golden Glow Estate? My apologies. I'm sorry to say I know very little about that, bee farm, was it? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't be expected to remember every deal I handle. I don't care what you promise. If I tell you the buyer's name and word gets around, it could ruin me. Well, now that you mention it, there is something I've been trying to get my hands on. I have a buyer looking for a case of firebrand wine. There just so happens to be a single case in the Blue Palace. Bring it to me, and we'll talk about Golden Glow Estate.
Let's see if anyone's on. So, 6 people? Jeez. Alright, sorry about that. Just checking out my phone. I'm on the right track. Hello. Solitude again. Oh, I had that map. I have that map. If you pre-order, I think if you get like 2 posters. One's a map, one's poster. I got one of those when I bought the game, so I think it's pretty awesome.
Good. Can't have the buyer getting impatient and looking elsewhere for this, can we? Here, take this. I certainly can't use it, but I suppose I need to pay you something for the goods. Not at all. I consider it an investment in prolonging my life. As far as Golden Glow Estate goes, I'll tell you what I know. I was approached by a woman who wanted me to act as the broker for something big. She flashed a bag of gold in my face and said all I had to do was pay Arangoth for the estate. I brought in the coin and walked away with her copy of the deed. Not at all. I tend not to ask too many questions when I'm on the job. I'm sure you understand. However, I did notice she was quite angry, and it was being directed at Mercer Frey. In this business, we rarely deal in names. Our identity comes from how much coin we carry.
It's kind of weird.
Look, that's all I know. I never promised you I'd have all the answers. Now, since our transaction is done, I'll be on my way. Look, I've told you everything. Now leave me alone.
We drink to our youth, to the days come and gone. For the age of aggression is just about done.
That little.
Our business has concluded and you're standing in my way.
What's your problem?
Our business has concluded and you're...
Oh my god, shut up. Jesus. What does shadow mean? I gotta look this up. turn down. Copy. Oh, so we basically follow him.
Ending in my way.
You know you can afford a septim or two.
Don't think you can barter with me like one of those damned shopkeepers.
Sorry, I was lost in thought. I'm planning my wedding, you see. So many details to work out.
Nice. Oh no. Hold on, guys. Can you tell me who's watching? I can't see. Alright, let's just roll.
You talk to Ed Brothers. Deja has no words for you.
Trouble?
No, no trouble.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? God, duty.
Did you just say my cousins? Hoping no one saw that. Oh, that was close.
You're not supposed to be in here. I'm not going to warn you again. Get out, or I'll call the guard. What do you think you're doing?
Where's he going? I'm surprised he didn't see me yet. Oh. Alright.
Should have known she was lying. Said she'd wait for me, but they never. Is someone there?
There?
More of you guys? Or what?
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Huh?
Is someone there?
You won't leave Skyrim alive!
Now there's no need to do anything rash. This isn't as bad as it seems. I was gonna tell Mercer about everything, honestly. Please, he'll have me killed. I see you wish to be reasonable. Perhaps I misjudged you. The name of the person you want is Carlia. Mercer never told you about her? Carlia is the thief responsible for murdering the previous guildmaster, Gallus. Now she's after Mercer. Help? No, no. Look, I didn't even know it was her until after she contacted me. Please, you have to believe me. I don't know. When I asked her where she was going, she just muttered, where the end began. Here, take the Golden Glow estate deed as proof. And when you speak to Mercer, tell him I'm worth more to him alive.
walk past. You can jump really high. A giant. Wow. It's not that muscular for a giant.
Such a waste of time preaching to the poor. If they're that hungry, they should
Sure,
just grow some
I'm a
food or
dirty
something.
beggar. Why would you want to even speak to me?
Let's go down here.
Something I can help with, or do you just want to talk?
Did Gullumai give up any information on our buyer? No, it can't be. I haven't heard that name in decades. This is grave news indeed. She's someone I hope to never cross paths with again. Carlia destroyed everything this guild stood for. She murdered my predecessor in cold blood and betrayed the guild. After we discovered what she'd done, we spent months trying to track her down, but she just vanished. Carlia and I were like partners. I went with her on every heist. We watched each other's backs. I know her techniques, her skills. If she kills me, there'll be no one left that could possibly catch her. If only we knew where she was. There's only one place that could be. The place where she murdered Gallus. A ruin called Snowvale Sanctum. We have to go out there before she disappears again. Yes, I'm going with you, and together we're going to kill her. Here's your payment for solitude. Prepare yourself and meet me at the ruins as soon as you can. We can't let her slip through our fingers.
Well, looks like you're fitting in well down here. I'm supposed to allow you to trade in one of your pieces of guild armor. So what will it be? Of course. Otherwise it wouldn't be much of a reward, now would it? Your new piece will enhance your skill beyond that of the original. Trust me. Are you sure? Once I exchange it for you, I'm not taking it back. Unless you want to sell it at a discount, of course. Okay, there you go.
Alright, let's look at him. That looks dope, man.
Welcome to the cozy little family. I'm one of the lookouts for the guild. I watch Delvin's back.
Alright, let's start that down. Where is it? Oh, here. Just over there. Oh, that's a nice dagger.
Good. You're finally here. I've scouted the ruins and I'm certain Carlia is still inside. No, I found her horse. Don't worry, I've taken care of it. She won't be using it to escape. Let's get moving. I want to catch her inside while she's distracted. Take the lead. Just make certain you keep your eyes open. Carlia is as sharp as a blade. The last thing I need is you blundering into a trap and warning her that we're here. That's enough of this unnecessary chatting. We need to keep going. They say that these ancient Nordic burial mounds are sometimes impenetrable. This one doesn't look too difficult. Quite simple, really. I don't know what the fuss is about these locks. All it takes is a bit of know-how, not a lot of skill. That should do it. After you.
Let's see.
Stench in here. This place smells of death. Be on your guard. Pull the chain over there and watch out for the spikes. Looks like Carlia reset all of the traps.
This place looks familiar. I think this was the beginning.
Who's there?
I need a sword.
Your blood will adorn my blade! What was that?
Oh, sorry, man.
it now.
Who's there?
Huh? You don't know your own epitaph.
Sorry, man.
What was that? Your feeble attempt to hide is insulting.
Alright, what was the...
I've killed legions like you.
Alright.
Hardly worth my time. Rat really an annoyance. What was that? So ends the lesson. Bone chimes. Clever. Rigged to wake the draw. Blunder in heavy. quite noisy for someone who claims to be a thief. You can't hide from me. You breathed your last! Nothing! We're on the right track. Done You've written your own. So ends the lesson.
I'm getting closer.
That door up ahead. Hiding ambush. Ready. Something's near. You can't hide from me. Ah, it's one of the infamous Nordic puzzle doors. How quaint. Without the matching claw, they're normally impossible to open. Since I'm certain Carlia already did away with it, we're on our own. Fortunately, these doors have a weakness if you know how to exploit it. Quite simple, really. Carlia is close, I'm certain. Now let's get moving. Do you honestly think your arrow will reach me before my blade finds your heart?
Give me a reason to try.
You're a clever girl, Carlia. Buying Golden Glow Estate and funding Honningbrew Meadery was inspired.
To ensure an enemy's defeat, you must first undermine his allies. It was the first lesson Gallus taught us.
You always were a quick study.
Not quick enough. Otherwise Gallus would still be alive.
Gallus had his wealth and he had you. All he had to do was look the other way.
Did you forget the oath we took as Nightingales? Did you expect him to simply ignore your methods?
Enough of this mindless banter. Come, Carlia. It's time for you and Gallus to become reunited.
I'm no fool, Mercer. Crossing blades with you would be a death sentence, but I can promise the next time we meet, it will be your undoing.
How interesting. It appears Gallus's history has repeated itself. Carlia has provided me the means to be rid of you, and this ancient tomb becomes your final resting place. But you know what intrigues me the most? The fact that this was all possible because of you. Farewell. I'll be certain to give Brynjolf your regards.
Partners. No. Little. Sure, I never trusted him.
Easy. Easy. Don't get up so quickly. How are you feeling? No, I saved your life. My arrow was tipped with a unique paralytic poison. It slowed your heart and kept you from bleeding out. Had I intended to kill you, we wouldn't be having this conversation. My original intention was to use that arrow on Mercer, but I never had a clear shot. I made a split-second decision to get you out of the way, and it prevented your death. More than you'll ever realize. The poison on that arrow took me a year to perfect. I only had enough for a single shot. All I had hoped was to capture Mercer alive. Mercer must be brought before the Guild to answer for what he's done. He needs to pay for Gallus's murder. Mercer must be brought before the Guild to answer for what he's done. He needs to pay for Gallus's murder. My purpose in using Snowvale Sanctum to ambush Mercer wasn't simply for irony's sake. Before both of you arrived, I recovered a journal from Gallus's remains. I suspect the information we need is written inside. I wish I knew. The journal is written in some sort of language I've never seen before. Enther. Gallus's friend at the College of Winterhold. Of course. It's the only outsider Gallus trusted with the knowledge of his Nightingale identity. There were three of us. Myself, Gallus, and Mercer. We were an anonymous splinter of the Thieves Guild in Riften. Perhaps I'll tell you more about it later. Right now, you need to head for Winterhold with the journal and get the translation. Here, take these as well. They may prove useful for your journey.
Delicious dog. Oh, I'm tired. Dragon.
sorry, could you describe the smell?
Like some horrible monster.
Yes, Carlia. Then she's finally found it. Do you have Gallus's journal?
I've already corrected.
Problem? Let me see it. Ah, this is just like Gallus. A dear friend, but always too clever for his own good. He's written all of the text in the Falmer language. No. However, I know someone who might. The court wizard of Markarth, Calselmo, may have the materials you need to get this journal translated. Word of warning. Calselmo is a fierce guardian of his research. Getting the information won't be easy. Calselmo is stubborn as a mule. Be careful.
Calselmo. Elmo.
Can I help you with anything else?
That's just the quickest way. Once this loading screen is over, I'll probably end this video. Main live stream. Alright guys, hope you like that video. Main live stream, whatever. I'll make part 2 probably tomorrow. I'm not sure. If you like it, go ahead, like it, whatever you have to do. And see you guys. See you later.